Live on Seattle's Progressive Talk, AM 1090.
The stock market is doing fantastic. The Dow Jones Industrials is at a 4-year high.
At a time when a lot of people were saying just the opposite.
And to a 7-year-old, that means a lot.
Brought to you by Big Brothers, the Norman Goldman Show. Live on Seattle's Progressive Talk, AM 1090.
Hey, Norman Goldman, it's Mark Taylor-Canfield. How are you?
Mark, hi.
Hey, I'm wondering why people aren't talking about Mitt Romney's and Bain's connection to the El Salvadoran death squad. I mean, seriously.
Tom Hartman talks about that a lot, and I'm really glad he does.
Yeah, the Huffington Post did a good article on that. But, you know, what I wanted to let you know is here in Seattle, the occupiers actually had an alternative political convention yesterday. So we gave a chance for folks from the Green Party and all sorts of other independents and other political so-called third or alternative parties to speak, and had a little convention here. And I wanted to say, too, you know, you are such an iconoclast, and I really appreciate hearing an independent voice on the air. So thanks for not drinking the corporate Kool-Aid, and please never do that, because I really appreciate what you have to say.
Thank you, Mark, and I'm never going to, but understand that I understand the cost. I understand the cost, which is that, you know, I'm going to be confined to a limited number of radio stations. You know, nobody's going to touch me because they say this guy, he doesn't fit the mold. He's not just there banging the drum for the Democratic Party. And I won't do it. But it's costing me, and I understand that, and I recognize it, and I'm willing to pay the price. But, you know, we need to find our audience. And the way we're going to find our audience is by end running the corporate media. And that's where all this technology comes in, the apps, the smartphone apps, the YouTube and all this kind of stuff. I mean, we're just going to have to end run them.
Hey, I have an end run for you right here, because in Seattle we have a problem. There's a federal grand jury investigation of activists in Seattle, Portland, and Olympia. And I would love it if at some point you could do a segment on grand juries and how that works. But activists have been subpoenaed, and the problem is, Norm, is that the FBI and local police have actually broken down people's doors, used stun grenades during raids on activist homes in Portland and Seattle, and no arrests have been made. So during the raids, law enforcement is apparently looking for, quote, anti-government and political literature and materials.
Right.
Specifically anarchist in nature, which is kind of funny because one of the houses they raided, the guy says, I'm not even an anarchist. I don't know what they were looking for.
I have seen examples of this, Mark, in the media, and it's a perfect senior legal analyst topic, and I guarantee you I will get to it. The last couple of weeks I've been kind of circumscribed by the two national political conventions. But now that they are over and starting next week, we have a whole lot of other stuff to do before the election. Mark, I've got to run along. The clock is always against me. But I guarantee you, starting on Monday, we've got a lot of new directions to go into, and we're going to go in even more new directions after the election. I want you to have a great weekend and join me here, right here again on Monday, where justice is served.